We're going to be back in our the series that we've been in, what happens to the soul when it transitions. What happened to the soul when it transitions from the earth? In other words, when people die, what happens? We've talked about what happens when the wicked being those that don't obey the Most High, don't do what He say. Talk about the righteous, the ones that have carefully chosen to follow the Most High according to His word, according to His laws, statutes, and commands. I was looking over this earlier this morning. I felt led to do a review before we potentially close this series out. And like I said, it's so much depth to this particular subject with the word that we can actually be on this for a whole year, because it's just that much material and information about it. And that's one of the reasons why the Most High tells us we need to study to show ourselves approved, rightfully dividing the word of truth. Because there's a way that seems right, but it leads unto damnation. Like I say, a lot of times when someone, maybe a family member, somebody dies, we always think, I wonder what they're doing. They're probably up there playing with Jesus. they're probably doing this. They're probably doing that. But He's left His word behind, telling us exactly what happens. And so, like His word for me, it when you're a scholar of it, you're not gonna be loose with your life, because this when you read this stuff right here, if you're really sincere about the Most High, it'll scare you, right? As they used to say, this here, like, this ain't some made up God that how people make up. They make up stuff. Like I said, we can't make up stuff about Him. Everything the Most High want us to know about Him, His ways, what He says about everything is in there. You have to read it and study it. So we're going to go back. Let's see where I want to go at. Let's go to Luke chapter 13, verse 28. Like I said, we're doing just a bit of a review. Luke 13 and 28. All right, y'all there? You want to read it?
Luke 13 and 28. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth when you shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all of the prophets in the kingdom of Yah, and you yourselves thrust out.
Okay, so again, what the Most High is, through Yahushua is telling them, He says that the wicked being the disobedient, they're going to be able to see the righteous. He said when they go see the ones that they scorn, I didn't want to do all that. we got to do all that. They're going to see the ones that were obedient to the Most High. They're going to see them living in a peaceful life. But he says, but for you, that peaceful life that you're able to see the righteous live by it, the ones that, like you say, when he talks about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and the prophets in the kingdom, he said, but for you, you're going to be thrust out. See, like I say, everybody's not going to the same place. And like I said, there's a reason why we discipline ourselves. And like I say, it even goes, man, this word is so deep, it even goes into talk about how people scorn you now for where you live. Like, I want to have fun. I want to do this. Why we got to do all that? I'm talking about this and we're going to dive into that, because the Most High, like he said, there's a way that seems right to man. He said, but it leads unto damnation. That's why he said, don't lean unto your own understanding. All right. So let's go to Psalms 112 and 10. Psalms 112 and 10. Look what he also says. Like I said, these precepts, the word connects what he's saying in one place, he's saying in a whole nother place. That's how the Bible works. And this is one of these messages you not go hear on a Sunday. You not go hear this kind of stuff. Because why? The enemy wants us to continue to be ignorant towards what the Most High will is. And we get a lot of teachers and preachers, they make this stuff about us and not about the Most High. This life is about the Most High. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the Most High. The one who created us. Okay, Psalms 112 and 10. Go ahead.
The wicked shall see it and be grieved. He shall gnash with his teeth and melt away. The desire of the wicked shall perish. Yeah,
they desire, that means their thoughts and everything go perish. They said they go see it. They go see what? They go see the righteous. The things that the Most High has blessed, the ones that obeyed obeyed him while they was on the earth. They're going to see it, but he said, but you go what? You're going to be grieved. You're going to be gnashing with your teeth. You're going to melt away. Your desire, they said, the desire of the wicked shall perish. In other words, the thoughts and everything go perish. And see, there's a saying now, you say, well, the wicked, their heaven is here on earth. That's why they live, like you say, you see them doing all kind of things, promoting LGBTs, promoting witchcraft, promoting anything that goes against the Most High. You don't need the Bible. You don't have to do all that. And it seemed like, but dang, if it's so bad, why are they so rich? They have money. Why do they seem like they able to have? Why is not God doing anything to them? He's letting them be deceived by their own ways because they don't realize why. It's just like I was shared that video. The life that we live, this earthly life is very short, but there's a life called eternity that's longer than this life that we live in this body where we'll be living forever, either in the Most High's paradise or in damnation. You know. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on. Let's do Revelation 20, 14, and 15. Revelations 20, 14, and 15. Revelations chapter 20, verse 14 through 15.
Revelation 20, 14, and 15. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
You see? He said this is, so the first death, when he talks about the first death, that's when we depart from this body. And when he talks about the people that rest and the people that die. The people that die, that means they're separated from the Most High, and they go, and as soon as they pass away, they go into it. They go into torment right away. The righteous, they go into peace. They go into peace, chambers of peace, and we go, like I said, we go back in and review that also. But he says that, watch, the second death is when the wicked first die. They're walking around with gnashing of teeth and wandering around in torment. But that's not it. He said the second death is what hell is the first part of suffering. But there's another part of suffering that's worse than hell. It's called the lake of fire. That's the second death. And so, like I say, this, you say, why do we teach on this stuff? If you're a Bible scholar, and you don't take the word, like I said, and people hear me say, because I used to be a Christian, they take this stuff and twist it around and make it say what they want to say, make it feel good, make it motivational messages and things of that nature. But if you go back and read how Elijah, Moses, all of them taught the Bible, John the Baptist, you see how they talk. Well, how did these preachers line up? You don't think the Most High said, I don't change not. Here, teach my people, prepare them to see me. See all this other stuff, like you say, you ain't teaching like I just read in Ezra's. Like when I read a Jew, you don't sound like Jude. When I read in John, you don't sound like John preach. So how did the Most High change from you to the people, you see what I'm saying? The messages in the Bible. He said that Satan serves has come down as an angel of light. And most people don't know this. In order to be deceived, you have to have so much of a camouflage. You have to talk in a way that, watch, is appealing. That's light. You see what I'm saying? You have to talk in a way that it appeases their flesh. It appeases their flesh. But when I read this, I'm looking here. This ain't right. He's talking like this, and they talk. Who done changed? All the messages in the Bible, all the messages, all these that have them, they all sound the same. So don't you think that? Watch. Don't you think you should know that if all of them sound, what made him change the message? He never changed it. He never changed it. And then if the message that I'm getting, does that really prepare me to see the Most High? Does that really prepare me to work on myself for His glory, or is it about me? Okay. Let's do Matthew 25:46. Matthew 25 and verse 46. See, I done gave you something from Luke, John the Revelator, David. Now we in Matthew. Now you go see how all them, they all sound the same, don't they? They all sound the same. they said the same thing. That's why he said in the last day, he said, if it were possible, even the most elect shall be what? Deceived. Wow. Matthew 25, verse 46. Go ahead.
And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, but the righteous into life eternal.
But the what? The righteous. How often do you hear preachers talk about the righteous being obedient? It's very rare. The righteous, your obedience. Obedience to the Most High's commands, His laws, His statutes. Like I said, for every aspect of life that you're dealing with, the Most High has instructions. He even has instructions again for watch. The main reason for your actions, which is your what? Your mind. He has, watch, instructions for what should you be thinking on, what should be in your mind. It's in there, right? He said these let you know that's a particular group of people, right? Notice, like I say, today, like I said, in today's age, you just lump everybody. It don't matter what. It don't even matter, like I say, you can have somebody live the good old age. Just because they're old don't mean they're going to heaven. They're going to live with the Most High. Because what we consider old, right? Years, well, hold on. The Most High said one day is like 1,000 years to him. So even when we've been taught how to number age, that's all concerned. You know, how the Most High sees it, he said one day with me is like 1,000 years. Wow. So the Most High ain't looking at how long you live, how you live, right? How you're living. It's just like you said, it ain't about what you do. It's how you do it, right? And why you do it. Because a lot of people, you know, you can find, even with that, you can find people, they're great at doing things or helping out or whatever. But if you do it with perverse intentions, your heart is not of Yah, then that's null and void. Because the Most High look for the reason why you doing things. Say if Sister Nicole needed something and reached out to me, but I give it, but in the back of my mind, I got, you know, hidden motives for why I'm helping her, why I'm giving it to, you see what I'm saying? Why I'm doing this to her. Or say I'm only hanging around you because, you know, because I always know that you do stuff, you give me stuff, you give us stuff. I don't really like, you know, the Most High see all that kind of stuff. And so that's why he has in the scriptures, like I said, when you really know what he's really trying to get us back to how it was in the beginning, like he said, I made man in my image and my what? Likeness, my character. Blessed are they that are pure in heart. Why? Because he's pure in heart. So the reason I do things can't be because what? I'm doing it for a benefit of me. I do it, whatever I do, I'm doing it out of the heart of Yah. Because he's leading me to do it, you know, because I know this is what he wants me to do, right? All right. Give me back at Revelations 20, verse 6. Revelations 20, verse 6. Now, the Most High don't mind me having a sneaker while y'all getting there. I'm still going to break it down for you. Don't worry about it.
Revelation 20 and 6. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power, but they shall be priests of Yah and of YAHUSHUA, and shall reign with him 1,000 years.
Now, we sing a song that has been very popular, and I love it to today. And it's by, you know, a psalmist called Fred Hammond, right? And y'all know what that song is, right? We're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we come and when we go. Well, for me, like I say, when I started getting, you know, me coming into the truth was I was going through something. And I knew that the Most High was pulling me. I had too much respect for the people that I was overseeing me. You know, I had too much, I looked up to them too much I just trusted what they said. Although I had a lot of questions. And when I did have those questions, you know, they tell me, you know, don't worry about that. We ain't up under that. No, you know, we don't really live. I just kind of just trusted them. But down on the inside, that just didn't sit right with me. Like, okay, but I didn't want to be seemingly disrespectful. But, you know, the Most High, like I say, he'll cause seemingly what meant for evil. He'll make, if you're a diligent seeker, he'll make things work for your good. I need to go through that, because if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have started asking, like, no, this ain't right, man. I'm not going with that. Why, if that, you saying this, now I'm reading, because I'm going back to the Bible, and I'm putting the people in check that I looked up to, too. I'm like, if you said, why they saying this? But you said this. You said bless. You just said blessed and holy is he that have part in the first resurrection. We just around here singing blessed because you got a car, you got a house, you got a promotion. Wicked people get that. Wicked people they're full of material things. And that's where the trick of the enemy has gotten people, because, oh my God, God is good. And they'll say God is good. You know, one of the main places they do it at is the music awards. You know, I want to thank God for, you know, if he had not given me the lyrics to Twerk a Nation, you know, God made it possible. You know, but the lyrics that you have put together are abominable and damnation unto the Most High. But like you say, they say, I want to thank God. And they right for saying that, because there is a God that they're thinking, but it's not the God, it's not the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So that's, you're going to continue to hear me make those distinctions as I teach, because there is a God, but there is the God, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of the scriptures. And we know that he has ways, right? And when people are saying, I want to thank God, well, we know you ain't talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, talking about that mess. And of course, he gave you free will to believe in a God. But we have to know that, with this God, he has limits. And he's given us parameters for us to live in. And those parameters are not to keep us from, I ain't living the life. I'm not being, no. Living in those parameters causes you to be blessed, right? You can really sing, I'm blessed in the city and blessed in the field. You can really testify that, when you go where the Most High tell you to go and do what he's telling you to do, you will, not only will you see it, you don't have to tell people that you're blessed. They will see that you're blessed because of what the Most High is doing for you, right? He's going to speak on your behalf by the things he manifests. First, people that are outside of the Most High, they're going to look at you, I don't know about all that. But he need them to talk about you like that, right? He need that. So he's going to continue to manifest, and they're going to be the ones they're going to continue to try to find something to try to discredit. But the more they do that, it's like Joseph said to his brother, what you meant for evil, the Most High meant for my good. And the more evil that the people say and do around you, guess what? The more the Most High gonna say, you touching the wrong one. My hands are on that young lady or on that young man. So he's telling you, read it one more time.
Revelation 20, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
And on such the second death hath no power. But they shall be priests of Yah and of Yahushua, and shall reign with him 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, like I say, we got to understand what blessed means. You know, because we'll say that, we'll tell anybody they're blessed. Not me. Because Because I'm understanding who came up with the word blessed. I guess I'm blessed. Don't ever, because you're around people and they have things and they're getting things, and you know that they don't live for the Most High. People that don't live for the Most High, they're able to obtain things. But don't ever misguide them in saying that God, no. Don't do that. Your main thing, if you know their lifestyle, just keep your mouth shut. Let them have their thinking, but you know better. You know better. You remember, Satan told you, if you bow down to me, I can give you what? The world. You can submit, you can get rich. You can get, outside of y'all. But that's why the Bible says this also. What profits a man to do what? To gain the whole world and do what? Lose his soul. That's in there because guess what? Majority of people don't serve the Most High, and there's a great majority of people that watch. They gain the whole world. What it means to gain the whole world? Gaining the whole world means watch the things of the world, where it may be lavish trips, mansions, cars, houses, land, horses. That's the world. And they built their life on attaining that, but watch, never seeking the Most High for what He wanted. And so they think because they had all those things, they thought that the Most High was with them. You see? That's why He put it in there. What profits a man to gain the whole world and do what? Lose his soul. It's all about watch. If the Most High led you to it, if He called you to it, then that's a different story. But if I'm doing it outside of the will of y'all, I got to turn my back on y'all. I got to do some sneaky side stuff and hush stuff. Don't say this, don't say that. Huh? I got to lie and forge stuff to get it. We know that ain't the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that's leading those actions. All right. So, again, like I said, this is another review. Let's go to let's go to the hold on. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 7. 2nd Ezra chapter 7. I have to shoot that over. And we're going to be at verse 88. You say, why are you reviewing this? Because the world we live in, it promotes so much against the Most High, to go against Him and not to. It's almost it's such, we're in such a spiritual battle now. To people are getting numb to the ways of Yah. They don't really care. Become a godless society. People that just do whatever you feel like. It's my life. It's my body. He said your body is this temple. So, everybody there? 2nd Ezra, what I said, chapter 7, verse 88. Hold on 1 minute. Drop down to verse 92 for me. 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 92. that says the first order, right? All right. So we're going to do a review, another review of what happens to the righteous when they pass, those that have chosen to obey the Most High. Because you need to hear it. Like I said, we taught it. And like I said, the Most High put it in my heart to stay on something. I may preach it 3 more times, the same thing, because we have to get understanding that, like I say, at some point, myself, everyone in here, everyone that's going to be listening, we're going to leave here. We're going to check out this body. And as a messenger of y'all, as a teacher of y'all, if a person is really called, that person is called to prepare you to meet your maker, to get caught up in doing his will. That's what a called one is for. And like I said, if you read throughout the scriptures, that's all the prophets did, right? Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed but the deception of the enemy, taking it and trying to twist it around to appease people's flesh. And then when I say this is, you can be blessed. You don't have to have people manipulating the word and twisting it around. He said, watch, if you be willing and obedient, right? You go what? Eat good. That means you go eat the good of the land. That's where your blessings come from, in your obedience. And those blessings, what? It make you rich. Ain't no sorrow to those, right? Ain't no judgment coming. Can't nothing stop it. Okay? All right. So this is what happens when the righteous pass. Go ahead.
2nd Esdras 7, verse 92.
Mm-hmm.
The first order, because they have struggled hard to overcome the evil thought fashioned within them, so that it wouldn't lead them astray from life to death.
Said what the righteous had to do to make it into the Most High's rest, where they don't go into damnation. They struggled to do what? Keep their what?
Their mind focused,
okay.
Fashioned within themselves.
Okay. He said they striving great effort to overcome their evil thoughts. See, our thoughts. See, there's some thinking. There's some thoughts that come to your head, so that are not like the Most High, right? So this is why you hear me. A lot of my message, every time I speak, you always hear me talk about your mind. You can't have anything in your head. You can't have any kind of thoughts about people in your head. He says, watch, the first order, because they have striven with great effort to overcome what? The evil what? Evil thought. What makes a thought evil? Mike? What makes a thought evil? You don't have to look at it. What you think what makes a thought evil?
Oh, it doesn't align with like what the word says.
Yeah, it doesn't line up with what the word says, what the Most High say. See, so now, right there, see, this is why when I said the Most High has us going back and reviewing stuff, it's important, because a lot of us don't think about our thoughts. A lot of us, we can sit there and watch, just have all kind of evil. What makes it evil is that the thought ain't coming from the Most High. I could sit there and be having an evil thought about Caleb. If that thought ain't come from the Most High, why am I sitting there thinking like that? Is that the way the Most High is thinking about him? That's an evil thought. And so even the way we see people, y'all feel what I'm saying? You can't just sit up there, and we've done things like that because, watch, when you don't know what the word says, you just do whatever you want to do. But now you realize that, watch, you mean the Most High looks at our thoughts And our thoughts are going to be one of the precursors of if we make it into heaven or not. Y'all see that? Yeah, he looks at your thoughts. Because we know in another part of the scripture, he says, what? Cast down what? Every high imagination that what exalts itself against the knowledge of the Most High. Imagination is your what? Your thoughts. Why are you thinking that way? Is the way you thinking that's what the Most High is saying? Ooh. Is the way you thinking, is that what the Most High is saying? That's why, like I say, this thing is deep. The way you think about him, the way you think about her, is that what the Most High is saying to your consciousness? And that's what he wants you to have in your mind. How do we know what the Most High wants us to have in our mind? In the Word, because he tells us what? If you keep your mind stayed on me, I can do what? Keep you in peace, right? So if I keep my mind stayed on the Most High, whether it be about a situation, circumstance, or a person, if my mind is stayed on what the Most High is saying about it, I'm going to have what? Will I have madness about it? Will I have sadness about it? Will I have rejection about it? Would I have anger about it? I have what? Come on up in here. I have peace about it. But you see, the first thing he says is what? The reason why they made it in is what? It didn't have to do with nothing about a person, right? It had to do with them what? Dealing with themselves and what they are what? Thinking. And see, right there, you can look at yourself, and I feel that. I really feel this one. I can deliver myself right now because, watch, some of us, we give ourselves permission to let any old thing sit in our mind. The Most High said, Why? Why not, Most High? Because I made you in my image, in my likeness. Evil is not in my consciousness. My mindset, so why is it in yours? Whoa. My thoughts can cause me to miss living the Most High eternal kingdom of rest? Yes, it can. And like I said, my goodness. Why do you, again, I think I mentioned this earlier during our prayer, right? About renewing our mind. Y'all remember, I think I said something about that in prayer. This thing is deep. But like I say, these false teachers have taken this stuff, man, and just made it where you can just point at anything and anybody. And blame. And don't think by chance, let me say this to you. Don't think by chance you just hearing this because, we go to church, we don't do church. No, we're in the prophetic movement of the Most High right now. We're part of that remnant. The Most High said the baton has been handed to you now. To do that, watch, to stay on those old roads that the old prophets have done. Now it's your turn now. This is not a road for many, but of few, right? This is not a road of many because this road is very narrow. Most people like the broad way where it's sinful, you can do anything. But this road has been chosen for those that watch will discipline themselves. And that discipline starts with your what? Your mind. My goodness. We can just ride out right there. Like, it's so much precepts I'm just coming up with just off of that. I'm going to read that one again. Read it again.
2nd Esdras 7, verse 92. The first order, because they have struggled hard to overcome the evil thought fashioned within them so that it wouldn't lead them astray from life to death.
They have what? It was a what? a battle. When he says a struggle, it's a battle. And it's a what? What kind of battle he said it was? They struggle what? It's a hard battle, right? It ain't easy. I wouldn't even lie to you and tell you it's easy. There's some things come in my mind where I just want to say, what the hell, man? I'm ready to just to blow it. Although I have those thoughts. I'm tired. I'm just, because if you don't know this stuff, you think, no, I have them too. And I probably say I have them more than many because of the calling. But I'm reading this now. Well, I ain't the first one to have it, right? He's telling you about those who have overcome. I'm trying to get in this club right here. Overcome these thoughts that I don't give in to them, right? Because you can be around, you can see peers that give into these thoughts, but think, well, hell, I'm just going to do this. I don't give a damn. I said damn. I don't give a hell. I'm going to do it. But you realize I can't do that. You get to that place where what? You realize it seems like other people can do this and that, but man, when I do it, it's going to be worse on me. That's the mark of a chosen one. You know why I could do it. But it's just something I get sick even thinking of, it's just I can't. I remember when I was young and teenage, my younger years, and I've said this so many times, like, man, why I can't have the fun like they having with it? I'm sitting around faking, but in my head, I'm tormented because I know that this ain't right. I'm just trying to fit in, and I finally gave up because, man, that's a very uncomfortable place to be. And I'm tired of putting on, this ain't right. And if I gotta do this just to be around and be accepted, I don't want it, man. This ain't the type of crowd I'm supposed to be around. Because I can't be me. So he said, like I said, them thoughts, man. He said they struggle. In other words, the struggle means they battle to overcome the evil thought. In other words, you have things that come up that ain't got nothing to do with the Most High. And it would seem like in those thoughts, you know what? They ain't got nothing to do with the Most High. They seem like it's easy. It's the easiest way. And it can be, a line and a crooked way. It could be like a way where, if I do this, all my troubles will be over with. No, it won't. You can drink. You can smoke. You can try to sex it out. You can try to, watch this, you can try to work it out. Like some people in the gym, they trying to work out. And that's going to benefit your physical body, but guess what? It's still going to be there. It's still going to be there. I have to come to cast down. I have to call them for what it is. No, I can't. I cast this down. Then I have to stay what? This is the most important thing in your life. I got to stay connected to people that are on that same path. Because if I seemingly do get weak, I got that brother, I got that sister talking. They go say something that's go like, man, thank you so much. I don't need, like I say, you can start journeying away. You ain't got those spiritual people that are signed by the Most High that's they in that thing for real. And not just teaching it, but just you bring them something, they're going to go to the word. They're not going to put on this religious, God is such a good God. And all that facades. No, we're going to deal with it. We got to cast it down. What do you mean cast it down? It's just life and death is in the power of your tongue. I cast down this stress. Stress is not a part of me. I cast down this anxiety, fear, low. I cast that down. It's not a part of me. Why is it not a part of me? Because I was made in the what? Image and the likeness of the Most High. He's not insecure. He's not stressed. He's not anxiety. I take on that nature. That is what's living me. I claim that. I profess that. Yeah, you have to do that. You don't need somebody be like, yeah, me too. You know, you find them people like that. Me too. I was just same thing, just stressed out, and I don't need another person talking about they stress. I'm not looking for a stress buddy. I'm looking for a buddy that's on that mountain, avoiding that evil thought that can help me watch. Now you know good and well that ain't like our Father. You gotta, matter of fact, since you ain't got enough strength, I cast that off you. Thank you, brother. Now watch. Once I speak it over you, guess what? You gonna start speaking. So you say, well, how do I help a brother or sister that come to me? Say this with me. You haven't repeated. No, say it. Because watch I get you to say it. Now you're releasing, that which is of Yah into yourself, you see? But think if you done pulled away from those type of people and what are they speaking? Everything that they're speaking and doing, that's a spirit too, and it's coming on you. And it's a losing spirit. Because the Most High, the creator of the universe, said, I made you in my image, in my likeness. He don't lose. He is victorious, right? He uses things like we are overcomers, right? We're victorious. Don't that sound like him? That sound like him. So our whole objective through this life in this flesh body that we live is to not take on another image or likeness of any other being but him. Okay? So we have to overcome those evil thoughts. So again, to change their life. If you don't like how your life is going, remember I said this? If you don't like how your life is going, like things about your life, change your thoughts. Change your thoughts to what the Most High is saying. Change, like I say, change means you got to release. There's something that you're holding, thoughts, because your thoughts lead to your actions and how you see things and how you behave. If that's not like the Most High, let me release it. And the reason why we need to release it, because like I say, it is a prerequisite for making it into the Most High's kingdom, right? We see that. That's the first order. Ain't that what he say? Y'all see that? And then watch, when you know this, this is what you're supposed to be going out telling the people that you come in contact with. I just can't just be talking to them about anything. I'm called the salt and the light, right? There's something that of Yah that he's put inside of me that, the people that he ordained to come across my path, I have to give it to them. Because if I don't discipline myself, he said, well, son, I put all this in you. And you did not, I allowed you to cross this person's path, but you was in such caught up in you push my stuff to a side just to be liked and accepted, just so you can have some hanging out folks. But they still rejected you. And I put you around for them, for you to show, for me to be manifested through you. Because you were made in my what? Image. In my likeness. So when we're made in his image and his likeness, what do you think when he sends us to place? Watch. God has stepped in the building. How was God manifesting himself, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? How did he manifest himself in Egypt? Through who? Through who? Moses. Did he come down? No, he came through who? Because I made him in what? My image and my likeness. So guess what? It's your turn now. Wherever he order your steps on a job, at a school, guess what? I don't like him or her. The Most I said, because guess what? You know what? You know why you caught up in that? Because your thoughts. You change your thoughts. Because as long as you have, I this, I that. Remember Paul said, one of the greatest, the reason why Paul was able to change, he said, it is no longer I that liveth, but what? The Christ. Come on up in here. That what? Liveth in me. Remember Paul was around killing his own brothers. He said, but it's no longer. He said, the reason I was doing that, and I don't do that, it's no longer me living out of my own thoughts, but it is the Christ. And we know the Christ is the word, right? The word of Yah is what you see, how you see me acting now is because the word of Yah, I'm allowing that to guide my mindset and my thought process, which leads to my what? Actions. Because when the word is inside of your mindset, you will see it in a person's actions. Overcoming the evil. You see how you can just get stuck, you see? It ain't about just journeying. Let's go here now. Ooh, that was a good one. Ooh, that just took up my spirit. See how you have to take time and nibble and pull the word back. Oh, my goodness. See how we just keep layering? Like I said, I can keep going. Overcoming the evil thought. Because most people, like I said, I went over, I told this before, and most people, they heard it and still got all kind of thoughts. I ain't trying to check not one thought. Because if you check your thoughts, you'll change your actions by where you're at, what you're around, how you treat people that you're supposed to be connected to and everything. How you treat the place where you say the Most High ordained your feet to go, right? There's a thought about it, right? How I give. He said, watch. When you give, the way you do things, some people say, watch. Do it as unto. Remember he told the brothers and sisters that Paul was telling the brothers and Colossians, whatever you do it unto who? Yah, right? This thing is deep. So yeah, we'll take our time and peel it back. I'm going to read it again. The first order, the reason they made it, we talking about when the righteous passed, we done talked about the wicked. He said, this is the reason why the righteous made it in. The first order, because they have striven with great effort. Great effort. In other words, great effort means they had to put some work in, right? Great effort means what? I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm really just checking myself. I'm being honest. No, that you disgusting for thinking that. I'm really being honest with me. I'm not patting myself on knowing that I'm being wicked in my mind. No, I'm calling myself out. Because he said if I would judge myself, I wouldn't be judged, right? They have striven with great effort to overcome evil thought, which was formed within them. It tells you where it's coming. It's coming from who? Within you. It's about you. It ain't about the Most High. So what? When a person feels some kind of way about a situation, circumstance, is that because is that which is formed in you, or did that come from the Most High? And you better not lie on the Most High, because you're blaspheming the Holy Ghost, right? And he told you don't put nothing on the Holy Spirit. He ain't said that. Is that coming from you? Is that the reason you come like? Is that coming from the reason you feel like that? That's coming from the Most High. Because a lot of folks, they walk around with all kind of junk. But that was a thought. My goodness. We ain't going nowhere. This way we gonna stop at today. I ain't gonna even try to push the envelope. And I thought we was gonna finish the series up today, but hey, y'all heard what I just said, right? That was a thought that formed in me. You see how that worked? Yeah, but my ways ain't like his ways, right? So I bow out. He's like, you ain't going nowhere. You at the red light. Stop right here today. You ain't going nowhere else. This way you need to stop at. Does this help you out? Think about it. Look at that. I can't even get it. You hear what I just said? Think about it. See, we dealing with that because we don't think about what we're thinking. And where is it coming from? Remember, one of the teachings that the Most High has given me when you're trying to know the Most High's voice is do what? Check who's sending it. Y'all heard me say that, right? Babysit your mind. The thoughts that's coming to you, who's sending that to you? Where's that coming from? But a lot of times we ain't done it. We hear it and like, cause you know what? The world's ways have got us so caught up till like you're here to hear, won't even revisit again. And then you'll continue to go back. You'll continue to go back. But we're talking about the word. He said this is how they overcame to make it in. The first order was their own thoughts. Because you don't get that right, you ain't making it in. My goodness. But that's why we thank, that's why we, in those opening prayer, you hear me say, I'm thanking the Most High for the Ruach, the indwelling. Because only the Ruach can break that stuff down to you like that. Only he can give it to you and say, hey, you can't be like that. You can't think like that's not the Most High. And he keeps and he makes it, and what I'm saying is so basic, right? It's so basic. And it goes backwards to Genesis, right? All he's saying was, you've been made in the image, the likeness, the character of Yah. Likeness is his mindset. But he said, you got to renew your mind now. Because everything that you've been given has really been to take you away from him. How do I get my mind to be like Yah's? Through his what? Word. Through his word and watch sitting there while things come up. The first thing usually go come up is your own thoughts, But Most High, what are you saying? I'm sad, I'm mad. Did the Most High tell you to be sad? Did he tell you to be mad? Is that why you? Paul said what? The reason why he stopped, and I'm gonna go to that, I'm gonna pull that scripture up next time we meet. The reason what causes him to change from killing his brothers and sisters, because he said it's no longer I that live, but it's the Christ that's living in me now. The word that's guiding me. The Most High will, his ways that are guiding me now. When I was living according to I could sit there and just have all kind of ill feelings about a person and not even think twice about it. Eat, pass gas, and go to sleep like I'm going to heaven. Pray, sing, I'm blessed in the city, blessed in the field, and have all kind of evil mess going on in my head. Singing all kind of worship song, and not realize, the Most High look at your thoughts. My goodness. And nobody can make you think like the Most High and do it, but I'm going to ask you one question. Is it worth it? Not knowing what you know that, this is one of the first orders, is it worth having that thought that ain't coming from the Most? Is it worth hanging on to that? Because we read earlier about the wicked, they held on to that stuff, you see? They didn't let it go, but the righteous that did, they fought. They struggled. They battled. Your battle is with yourself, right? Your battle is with yourself and not leaning unto your own understanding and thinking what you want to think. So when them thoughts come, is that what the Most High saying to you? Now, if he's telling you to be that way, you should be that way. That's deep, ain't it? If he's telling you to be sad, mad, you better be sad and mad then. But you better not lie on him and say that, he told you to be that way. You better not do that. view that way, say, no, I'm just being disobedient. I ain't being this way, I'm being my way. But when you do not understand that, just know that, watch, you're taking a great chance of missing out, right? And see, when the Most High gives us stuff like this, it's like, you don't know the time of season when your life will be over with. I was telling my mother earlier this week. I said I'm still here sitting and thinking about Mama, and saying to myself that actually happened, because it don't feel real. That it actually happened. Mama ain't here no more. That actually happened. That's for real. And so when you hear a message like this, you know it ain't got nothing to do about the person that's speaking, right? You gotta know down in your common sense mind that the Most High trying to speak to you, get something to you. To do what? To prepare you for Him. It's a preparation. A message like this, what you just heard, does that sound like He wants you with Him? This is what I need. He said, but why? Don't even go to the other orders. Let's just stay with this one today, this first order. And like I said, y'all, I've already taught this. But He say, revisit it. Your thoughts, which is your meditations, your imaginations, lead to your what? Actions. Don't let a way that seemeth right to you. But the Most High said, that's what you thinking, but that ain't what I said. Live by what I say, for man shall not live by what? Bread alone, but by what? Every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Father. So we go start right there with the first order today. We give the Most High praise and honor. And just, I pray right now for those that are here, those that will be listening, that we take heed. Don't take the Most High word for granted. The Most High sends you His word to prepare you to meet Him. Don't get caught up in this world and the ways of this world and thinking you always go be here. It's just you always got time. You can just do whatever. You can, your peers or sometimes it be your own family, they do things. You're not called to be like them. Your family didn't make you. The Most High made you. Let them call you different. Let them say whatever. But it ain't about what they're saying, right? It's about what the Most High says. That's the only thing that counts. And when you, let me tell you something, when you choose to walk this walk, then you're gonna have a whole lot of folks. You ain't gonna have if you want to be popular and have a lot of people follow you, have a lot of family members accept you, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, this is not the God that you're seeking. You're not gonna have a lot. It's not gonna be that way. And you say, why are you saying that? Because if you don't tell people, then they come in shock, But I'm gonna tell you, it's a blessed place to be, though. Because the Most High will bless you to know Him in ways that a lot of people don't know Him. Yeah, you will have visitations. You will have real encounters. You will have those times where you're battling the evil thought, and the Most High comes through to you so real way, as real as you hear me talking to you now. He'll come to you like that and help you and deliver you. It's benefits in obeying him. Never believe in trying to gas people up or no, this is real. But you said, like I told you last week, the only way you really get it, the very thing that you value the most, like you think you have to have that. Oh my God, once I go there, that's heaven. When you have that desire and go for the Most High like that, you go meet him for real. And your life will never be the same after that. It'll never be the same. You're going to have challenges. You ain't going to be without challenges. Matter of fact, the closer you get to the Most High, the more challenges you have. You say, why is that? Because now you become effective. You become influential. You become what I like to say, a life changer. People get around you, their lives get changed. You become an ambassador for the Most High, sent one, to be a light to people. But you have to choose, though. Choosing all about thoughts. And so the Most High is giving you, he says, okay, you learned about the wicked. They chose the way of the one that still kills and destroys. But you can choose me and have life and have life more abundant. All right. To my brother and my sister, say, brother, how do I get to know the Most High? How do I get to start living for him? I'm going to give you an example prayer on how you can get started living for the Most High. And it goes like this. Most High, I come to you on today, and I ask you, forgive me of my sin. Sin is going against the Most High's instructions that he's listed in the Bible. I've been stealing from my brother who runs me on errands because I don't have a car. He has a car, and he's courteous enough to take me around to take care of my business. But when he's running his errands, Most High, I've been stealing his money out of his glove compartment, which he does not know. But he did not know. But I went to him before I came to you in prayer. And I confessed to him what I've been doing when he runs errands, and I returned all the money that I stole back. So now, Most High, I'm coming to you and asking you to forgive me for stealing. And if there be any other sin or instruction that you have put in the Bible that I'm breaking, by your Spirit, reveal it to me so I can confess it. And if I've hurt someone through breaking, not doing what you say, let me know so I can go back and make it right with them also. I want to thank you, Most High, for giving me the opportunity to get my life right with you. Allow me the grace, the time period to turn from living wicked to turn to obeying and living by your instructions that are in the Bible. While I'm on my new journey of doing things your way, living by your word, if I should fall, I pray that you would bless me with grace and mercy that I can get back up, repent, turn from doing what's wrong, to get back up and living according to your word again. Send me faithful brothers and sisters that live for you, that can help keep me encouraged and accountable for living for you while I'm on this journey. I thank you for my new life, and I thank you again for the opportunity that you spared me up until now to get my life right for you. And if I should leave today knowing that I will have a home in your eternal heavenly kingdom. Now, once you get through praying, as you see, prayer is nothing but you having a conversation with the Most High. Take out time once you get through praying and just get quiet and listen. The Most High, he speaks to you in your mind. Like I said, we just talked about the mind, right? Thinking, That's why you get all this other stuff out, because you got all these thoughts and stuff that are not like the Most High. You're not gonna hear. You go when people talk about hearing the Most High, you got all this other stuff that thoughts that don't come from the Most High. You go think it's foreign, it's fake, and the reason why you go think it's foreign, it's fake, because your mind is already inhabiting things that thoughts and things that are not of the Most High. That's why you can't hear it. But you have to get to the place where, not my will, your will. I released that, Most High. You didn't send that to me. I released the jealousy. I released the insecurity. I released the hatred and sadness and depression. You didn't say that's not your thoughts. I released that, Most High. And the more, watch this, the more things you release and you be real with yourself, the clearer your mind is going to become, and you go hear him, be like, and it's go, I can hear him. He's talking to me. I can hear him talking to me. He talks to you in your mind, in your thoughts. Things that bring you life and life more abundantly. Not evil, not mischievous stuff. All right. So like I said again, when you get through praying, just take out the time and get quiet so you can hear the Most High speak to you. He speaks to you in your mindset through your thoughts. There are two things that I want you to do if you're taking out time to say that prayer. First is to get you a Bible. Once you get your Bible, make sure you get a notepad and have highlighter, pen, and pencil so you can take notes. We're going to start in the first book of the Old Testament, which is Genesis. Before you start studying the Word, say this prayer: Most High, grant me with the knowledge and your wisdom of what you're saying to me through your Word. If there's ever a time that you're studying the Word, don't fully understand what you're studying, feel free to reach out to us. Be more than glad to help you out. The second thing I want you to do is, if you're not local, is to reach out to us so we can help you find a fellowship in your area that teaches the Word in its proper manner. It can help you keep you accountable on this walk and help you to endure. And if we're not able to find a fellowship that really teaches the Word like it's supposed to, we're going to stay connected by the way of the internet. We're going to stay connected by the way of the internet, which is technology, which I do every week in different states and other countries. So the vision of the Salt and Light Church is to see mankind become productive in every area of their life so that we, the body of Christ, can have a positive effect on our society through YAHUSHUA the Christ.